Hi, today we'll be doing a get ready with me, but I will also be discussing fear and anxiety. So I'm just giving you a warning that this is going to have some sensitive content. Video is for a older teenager or a young adult or an adult. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a pharmaceutical representative, but I do want to let you guys know that I will be discussing therapy, meditation, medication, and non medication methods for dealing with stress and anxiety. Hi, you guys, it's me, Yolanda Grace Blasia, and this is my positive video for the youth for this week. And it's also going to be a get ready with me. I cleansed, toned, moisturized with some good molecules, and I'm about to put some priming moisturizer on. Okay, but this week's video, I want to talk about fear and anxiety. So last month, I just had like a really great thing happen in my life, like releasing my single and starting something like a new path, and then like all of a sudden the world around me started collapsing again. You know, like all of the stuff going on in the world, like the politics, the pandemic, the economic situation, and all of the above, right? And I know that that was stressful for me as a person, and I can imagine it's stressful for youth and kids and teenagers, right? I think that's better. So I started having really bad anxiety, like the worst that I've ever had in my life, like panic attacks, terror. Now I'm using concealer to like dot my little like acne scars, or you know, my little blemishes. So it was so bad, so bad. So it was almost like, what is the word that I want to say? Paralyzing. You know, like I almost didn't want to leave the house. Like I was experiencing all types of physical symptoms like rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath. This is the first time I've ever experienced high anxiety like this. So I talked to my doctor about it, and then she recommended for me, and usually I wouldn't disclose this to just everybody, but because this is a helpful video, I'm gonna disclose it anyway. So first of all, I have ADHD, so you know, it's already hard for me to like focus, and then with the anxiety, it just speared me onto like depression and high anxiety. So I saw my doctor, and my doctor prescribed to me like some Zoloft, like a very small dose, because I'm afraid of medicine, and you know, I prefer like holistic approaches, but I also believe in medicine because I've had times in my life where I started abusing just pretty much alcohol. It's because I was like self-medicating, so I have to really watch myself whenever I'm starting to feel, you know, coming unraveled. And so then I also like cut back on like going out and like my social drinking and all that. So I have to really be cautious of that and make sure I'm not self-medicating myself. So I talked to my doctor about it, and I got like a prescription as an immediate but temporary like solution to just like the extreme anxiety that I was having. And you know, I also have to keep my ADHD in check because, you know, I have to stay productive and ongoing. So I know a lot of people don't believe in medication, and I believe in holistic, but I'm just sharing with you my journey or whatever. And I'm also advocating for like being in, you know, talking to your doctor and having a good mental health program all the way around. So anyway, one of my closest friends' mom passed away, and I have extreme terror of driving like far and long because it's so like boring to me. But I've also missed out on like funerals or once in a lifetime events, and you know, I didn't want to miss this to support my friends. You know, it was like a relatively short road trip, so I didn't allow my anxiety to paralyze me. And what I did was I just paced myself. Like, I drove slow. I even drove the longer route because, you know, my therapist said you have to like pay attention to how you're feeling and then like do what works for you. So I didn't allow myself to become paralyzed, but I also didn't like jump on the highway and just like force myself to drive like long stretches of highway, you know, under extreme anxiety. So I just took my time. And now I'm in another state and I'm about to do something else that's super scary for me, which is like, you know, I'm a singer, and sometimes I have extreme stage fright. You know what I mean? Because I'm naturally more of a shyer person, and I'm more of a introverted person naturally, you know? And I stay to myself a lot, and I'm pretty, you know, but I know how to socialize and all that. So I'm saying all that to say, like, sometimes we can allow fear and anxiety to stop us from moving forward. And that is not the spirit that God gave us. You know, God gave us the spirit of confidence and faith, you know? And I just thought that for this week, it would be a really good time for me to share this testimony with you and to be an example of somebody that does suffer from like the weight of the world sometimes, and then, you know, just processing it all and then being proactive on like letting it go, and, you know, being proactive on like detaching from all of the bad news in the world, and, you know, refocusing and doing something about it, you know, like trying my best to just still move forward in life. And so, you know, you guys, I've wasted years of my life in doubt and fear and insecurities, and the only thing that we can do is acknowledge them, like dig deep, solve them, resolve them, and like love ourselves, have confidence in ourselves, and like build our skill sets and keep striving and pushing forward and taking it one baby step at a time. If you do that and you stay positive and you stay healthy, and you like listen to your body, you listen to your spirit, and you pray, and then you seek, you know, like positive guidance, and you move one step at a time, I promise you, you guys will be moving forward in life and experiencing some of the most fun and amazing times that you will ever experience. Also, you will be there for once in a lifetime moments, whether they're happy or sad. You know, you won't miss out on life for yourself or for those that you love. So that's all I wanted to say today. I'm going to finish doing my makeup, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and go. But I love y'all. Have a good day. So you guys, as I'm doing my makeup, I was thinking to myself, it would be a really good time to like talk about some of the other techniques of handling fear and anxiety other than like medication, right? So let's talk about the alternatives. They would be nutrition, like eating a balanced diet and making sure that you're getting like the vitamins that you need. And like women, we need magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and everybody needs to take vitamin D and vitamin A to build their immune system for the coronavirus. Exercise, that is also a great stress reducer. And breathing, like taking a moment to like visualize yourself, like for example, being prepared and like rehearsing it physically and in your mind. That lessens anxiety. Taking a breath and meditating, grounding yourself. Like when you feel all like jumbly and shaky, if you just take like even 10 minutes to yourself and like calm yourself down, because your body is like experiencing like a fight or flight type of sensation. So you have to like tell your brain and your heart like, I'm safe, I'm okay, you know, because something in there made you trigger that like you're in danger, you know what I mean? And it's like an innate thing that we're born with, because you know, we used to have like physical dangers and things like that. Like back in the dinosaur days, people used to be running from like predators, you know? So it's still part of our DNA. It's still part of our brain, our survival mechanisms, you know? Another thing is like CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, where you work with a therapist and then you slowly like expose yourself to something in order to train yourself that it's not something scary. Like for example, when I was driving the long slow way, like I still drove, and then I started to see, you know, you can drive, this is safe. So, and I think that actually might be called exposure therapy, you know, slowly building up your stamina and your ability to do something that you're scared to do. So I just wanted to share those things too. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. Concealer stick. That's how I would do a regular plain face. All right, love you, bye. I'm proud of myself because I was so nervous. Like my nerves were so bad and I was so anxious and stuff, you know, because I had been suffering from like anxiety. Hold on. But I was like, I was cool, calm, collected. I was sober, and I used my breathing to like calm myself down. And I just told myself, I said, this is your chance to get up there and just have fun. And I did, you guys.